Leader of the opposition Pritam Singh has stressed the importance of unity and renewal within the Workers' Party as it prepares for the upcoming general election. Speaking at the party's annual members' forum on 11th January 2025, Mr. Singh outlined the party's vision of achieving one-third opposition representation in Parliament, describing this as critical to fostering a balanced political system in Singapore. In his speech, published on his blog and shared via Facebook on 17th January, Mr. Singh stated, "The Workers' Party believes in a more balanced political system for Singapore. This is one where the opposition is active and provides a choice for Singaporeans." He emphasized teamwork, asserting that success depends on members working cohesively. "If you cannot operate in the context of a party, a team, with all members working for a common cause at multiple levels, your vision will have little chance of success," he said, reiterating this point for emphasis. The WP leader acknowledged a shift from his earlier stance. 6 years ago, the party had independently declared its aim to achieve one-third representation in Parliament. Now, Mr. Singh emphasized the broader need for opposition MPs collectively to reach this figure. Without one-third representation, the ruling party cannot be prevented from making constitutional changes, such as those affecting presidential or general election rules. Describing his remarks as an election speech, Mr. Singh likened them to Prime Minister Lawrence Wong's upcoming budget announcement, scheduled for 18th February. The ruling People's Action Party currently dominates Parliament, with the WP holding 8 elected seats and the Progress Singapore Party contributing 2 non-constituency MPs. Any reduction in opposition numbers, Mr. Singh warned, could hinder Singapore's political evolution and weaken national unity. At this stage of Singapore's political development, there is a real risk of a wipeout of elected opposition MPs, he cautioned, referencing the near loss of opposition seats in the 2015 general election, where only Aokang SMC and Aljunied GRC remained under opposition control. To deprive the PAP of its two-thirds majority in the current 93-seat parliament, opposition parties would need to secure 31 or more seats. In GE 2020, the WP contested 21 seats and won 10. For the upcoming election, many pundits anticipate the WP is likely to be more ambitious, potentially contesting additional wards such as Tampines and Jalan Besar, given its recent outreach efforts. With Parliament set to be dissolved by 24th August and the general election deadline in November 2025, Mr. Singh provided insight into the party's candidate selection process. As with previous elections, the candidates will be a mix of both individuals who have walked the ground extensively, as well as new members, he said. He noted that the WP Election Committee has engaged commercial firms to conduct candidate screening and personality assessments to strengthen deployment plans. However, he tempered expectations, cautioning, "None of these measures are foolproof, nor can they guarantee that all previous infractions of an individual will come to light." The speech also stressed the need for party renewal. Mr. Singh called for newer and younger members, candidates and volunteers to join the WP's ranks, warning that failure to attract fresh talent would jeopardize the party's long-term relevance. "If we are not successful in bringing in new people, the Workers' Party will have a big problem in the years to come," he said. Highlighting Singapore's multi-racial political landscape, Mr. Singh rejected communal approaches to politics. "We represent all Singaporeans. Our political advocacy must be mindful of the laws and guardrails that protect Singapore's multiracialism," he said. He cited WP's engagement with sensitive issues such as the Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement and the wearing of the tudung by nurses. "We took on these issues mindfully and sensibly to shed light on them, while keeping the heat contained," Mr. Singh said. A major theme of Mr. Singh's speech was the need to strengthen the Workers' Party's manpower resources, which he described as vital for both day-to-day operations and election success. Recognizing the contributions of members who participate in regular activities like Hammer Outreach, Mr. Singh expressed gratitude for their efforts. "This is one activity where the dividends are recouped long after each Hammer Outreach event. Each generation of members pays it forward," he said. However, Mr. Singh stressed the need for growth, urging members to encourage friends and family to volunteer for the party. He highlighted the importance of thick skin and confidence in 3 key areas: explaining the role of a loyal opposition, advocating for the WP as a party worth supporting, and soliciting public donations. If you do not have the courage and confidence to do these things, the party will stagnate and we will have difficulties in executing our political and grassroots work, Mr. Singh cautioned. He emphasized that election candidates and MPs must lead by example in this regard. Mr. Singh also addressed the importance of effective volunteer management, noting efforts made by the party organizing department to refine orientation and training processes. Since late 2023, monthly volunteer orientation sessions have been held to introduce new recruits to WP's values and expectations, ensuring they represent the party responsibly in public. Highlighting recent challenges, including a kerfuffle in Bukit Gombak, Mr. Singh pointed out that volunteers must understand the discipline and behavior expected of them. After you raise the manpower, you have to look after your volunteers and remind them to work in the interests of the party, he said. Manpower generation is not only about recruiting volunteers, but also about nurturing a culture of commitment and alignment with WP's objectives. Without this focus, Mr. Singh warned, the party risks stagnation and reduced capacity to execute its political and grassroots efforts. Mr. Singh urged WP members to focus on cohesion, especially during the election period, where the entire party is on the battlefield. He reminded members that victories were collective achievements, involving not only candidates, but also volunteers and grassroots workers. So to candidates, much is naturally expected and demanded of you. We need from you not only a commitment to being a servant leader, but also big amounts of humility and self-awareness, he said. Mr. Singh concluded his speech by emphasizing the stakes of the upcoming election for Singapore's political development. Such a development opposition weapon will set back the evolution of a more balanced political system, he warned, calling on members to work together to ensure the WP's continued relevance. The general election, expected by November 2025, will test WP's strategies and its ability to build on its current presence in Parliament. As Mr. Singh asserted, let's play an active role in the upcoming general elections and fight together as one WP for a better Singapore.